Hi guys, welcome back or welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Madalena and this is my channel, and if this is your first visit, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right under this video and the notification bell button right next to it, because you want to know when I upload new videos, which is every Friday and sometimes Mondays. And today I have for you another recipe, and it's a sweet one. And I know I just said in this Monday's video that I cannot really eat that many sweets anymore, but I'm not the only one in the house, and sometimes I can take a bite or two, so I can enjoy sweets, but in really small amounts and not that often. But I have a husband who loves sweets, and I think that you would like this recipe too. And it's a custard tart. It's a standard vanilla custard, but made vegan, of course, with coconut and tapioca flour crust, but you can use whatever crust you like. And I've topped this tart with apricots because this is what I had, but you can top it with berries, with other fruits. Cherries would be really nice with this, so any summer fruits would work with this recipe, and also any crust you like. But I prefer this crust, and you'll see that you have the recipe as a blog post linked in the description box below, and you have that recipe card. Actually, there are two recipe cards today, one for the custard and one for the crust. And yeah, let's see the recipe and talk a bit more after. As usual, here are your ingredients for a print screen. First for the crust and then for the custard, and don't forget the link from the description box. And let's see what we used. For the crust, we have two types of flour, coconut flour and tapioca flour, half a cup of each. 2 flax eggs, that means 2 tablespoons of ground flax with 6 tablespoons of water. Let them sit for about 10 minutes. 1/3 of a cup of peanut butter or other nut or seed butter. Some unrefined brown sugar that we used for the crust and for the custard. Some soy milk because it's creamy and it's neutral, both for the crust and for the custard. Some agar-agar and some cornstarch for the custard, and 1 vanilla bean for the custard as well, or you can use vanilla extract. And your summer fruits of choice, I had apricots, and also I forgot to show you here some turmeric and a splash of lemon juice. And now for the crust, you just mix your flours, flax eggs, sugar and peanut butter. And if you're not a savage like me, you can use a spatula, but I used my hand. And knead until you have a firm yet pliable dough, and you are gonna need about 1 or 2 tablespoons of soy milk or other plant milk. And after you have your dough, you just roll it until it's big enough to cover your tart form, or you can use your hands to press your dough. And you have to blind bake it, but don't forget to stab the bottom with a fork, if not it's gonna crack. And to make the custard, add your plant milk, stir, add your vanilla. First take out the seeds from the vanilla pod, and add your turmeric and your sugar. And after it starts to boil, add your agar-agar and cornstarch mixture and mix until it's thick. Then take out your vanilla bean and bake the tart for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then add your fruits and let it cool. Then let everything set in the fridge for 1 or 2 hours at least, and it's gonna look like this, and it's really delicious. You have to try it. So this was my tart recipe. As you can see, that custard is really creamy and it's delicious and it sets really nice. And if you don't want a big tart, you can make mini tarts. If you have the pans for that, if you want the, I don't know, if you have the disposition for that, because I don't really want to stay with the oven on that much, because it's summer and it's quite warm, and yeah, so I prefer to make one big tart and cut it. And also, don't let the tart too much in the oven when you blind bake that crust, because it's gonna be hard AF. Believe me, I've did it. It's hard to cut it and it's chewy and it's not that good, so don't bake it too much. 15 to 20 minutes, it's more than enough. And you can bake it for about 15 more minutes with the custard. I don't know, I recommend you to bake it. You can skip the baking part, but it's better if you bake it for about 15 more minutes. And yeah, as I said, you can make mini tarts with this. You can use whatever crust you like if you don't want this kind of crust. And also, you can skip the agar-agar part, but it's better with it. And yeah, I know I said 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, because if you don't use lemon juice, it's gonna be overly sweet and it's not gonna be that fresh, and we want a fresh fruity tart with a hint of vanilla from the custard, because it's summer and we want that summery fresh feel. And even on gloomy days like the latest weather here in Romania, you can enjoy this and have a summery fresh feel from it, because it's a tart with fruits and it's sweet. It's not overly sweet, but it's sweet and it's delicious, and I recommend you to try it. And if you try it, please take some pictures, tag me on Instagram, on Facebook. You have all my contact details in the description box below. And let me know in the comments what you like, if you tried this recipe, if you tried other recipes of mine, and if you have any ideas for future videos. And yeah, if you have any topics in mind, let me know. I am gonna read all the comments and I'm gonna respond as fast and as much as I can. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate everything that you're doing, guys, and I really love seeing that this channel starts to form a community. This is what I love and what I want. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit that bell notification to know when I upload new videos. And I'm gonna see you next time. And until then, goodbye, have a nice weekend, and go vegan!